Okay, so I just want to make a video on how to maintain your braids. I've had mine in for like a month now, so I went ahead and washed them. The way I did that was first I co-washed them, so I really made sure that I got to the roots and I rinsed it all the way through, just so that when I actually use shampoo that it would lather better. And then I just use basic shampoo, Dove, whatever you prefer works fine. And that's 1 part shampoo to 1 part conditioner. So about 1 pump of Dove shampoo to 1 pump of Dove conditioner. And I just mixed it in my hands, not too much so that it would lather, of course. And then I massaged it into my scalp, making sure that I got to my roots because after a month, you can imagine that they're pretty dirty. So I massaged it into my roots, let it lather. Took about like 5 pumps of each for my first wash, and then I rinsed it out, and then I tried again, and I rinsed it out. So I did a 2-time wash with shampoo and conditioner after my co-wash. And then I was in the shower, so I put the conditioner on, about like 5 pumps. Not too much because it's not going to get fully saturated anyway, but like just enough so that you know that your roots are getting taken care of. Not so much the ends of the hair because it's not yours. And then I let the conditioner sit while I showered. So that was about 5 minutes. So I rinsed it out after the 5 minutes, and I didn't scrub to rinse it out. I just ran the water, about warm water, through my roots and all the way to the ends. Make sure it's all out. You don't want any extra buildup with the conditioner because this hairstyle is very long lasting, so that would be kind of gross. But you rinse it out well, towel dry it, and then you come out of the shower and it's obviously wet. So I shook my hair, I whipped my hair a little bit and let it dry for like 15 minutes, not too long. And at this point, my hair will be damp, but it's not right now, so it doesn't really matter. You can do this either way. This is the what I want to call revamping of my hair. And I'm just putting it in 4 braids, just even sized. And you'll realize why I'm doing this afterwards. So I'm going to tell you about the products that I use in my hair. You're going to want a hair mousse. You want hair oil. I have this cool spray kind from Fortis. It's triple nutrition. And wig spray. I really like this brand. It's by Bonfie Natural. And it really smells good and it just works well. Quick shine. And hair grease. Also, you need some scissors so we can freshen up the ends. Just like your regular hair, this hair tends to get some split ends, so you don't want it to look any type of way. And I'm almost done with this. And during like the first month, just to maintain my hair, especially after like the first week when I first got it braided, it was tight, so I like to grease my hair with this. It's a little bit tedious, but it's definitely worthwhile. It's important to protect your regular hair because this is a protective style, so you don't want your natural hair underneath that you're going to live with for the rest of your life to be damaged in any way. So just make sure you like grease your scalp and get the edges a lot because the edges tend to break off. That's one of the typical problems with this hairstyle. But other than that, it's very wearable. It's easy to maintain. It looks cute. It's versatile. So I have very little complaints. This was a go-to college hairstyle because you don't know ever what's gonna happen if you can find a salon that has a reasonable price or anything like that. So I definitely suggest this hairstyle. It takes a long time to do, but it lasts for so long. Okay, so now that I have my hair braided, I have to touch it up, obviously. I'm gonna take this opportunity to trim the ends. The only reason I braided it was so I have like more control over how I'm cutting. So here we go. You don't have to trim off that much. Just trim off how much you feel is necessary. Like if your ends are really split, then go ahead and cut a whole bunch off. If they're not that bad, just cut a little bit. I'm just gonna cut a little bit because I cut it before. I don't suggest cutting it like every week. That's just unnecessary, but I'm trying to show you guys how to do this. So just gonna cut like an inch off. So here we go. Trim. You don't want to like a blunt cut. Try to like be reasonable with it, you know, nothing too harsh. Okay, and I'm just gonna take out the braids. That was all they were for trimming purposes. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my hairspray. Now with the moisturizing spray, I know there's a lot of sheens that you can use, but I definitely suggest something that's more towards moisture purposes because you don't want a sheen. You want this for the health of your hair. I go around the edges, take another section, another section. You really want to get to your roots. It's important to protect your hair. I said that already, I know, but it's very important because you don't want to take out these braids and then like, what the heck happened? Where's my hair? And then blame it on the style. You have to maintain everything that you have. And my hair is very important to me, so I'm going to maintain it very well. As you can tell, I'm not being stingy at all with this. It'll all absorb anyway. Get all the edges. You can even spray a little bit on the hair because your hair does go some distance down the length of the braid. And I'm goody. By the way, I'm not going to use this grease. It's just for when you're maintaining it throughout the time. So now I'm going to use some mousse. Not that much. A little bit more. Whichever you please. And this is the fun part. You get to whip your hair. So you're going to flip it upside down. Right? And just smooth it throughout. The purpose of this is just really to smooth your hair in with the braids because it tends to fray out a little bit after a while. So, works well. Okay. So that's done. And last but not least, I'm just going to use the wig spray. Now this is just for the hair. Like, you know how the ends tend to get a little bit matted or they don't look as shiny as they originally did. So I'm just going to part my hair in two. And spray. But careful with this because it tends to like get on the surface that you're around. So you really want to be deliberate with your application. And just smooth it on the ends. It smells so good. Gonna do this side. A little bit goes a long way with this product. And you're done. Your ends are trimmed, they're nice and shiny. Your scalp is moisturized, taken care of. And since I'm just gonna go to the park with my neighbor today, I'm just gonna do a nice protective style because you don't always like to pull it back or have it hanging because that's another way to have your edges break off very easily because you're whipping your hair and you feel cute. So you just wanna try to control yourself a little bit and I'm gonna put it in a nice braid. Just a French braid. You can stop at the ponytail. Go all the way to the end. I'm gonna go all the way to the end. And at this point, the different products can really go through your hair. And you put a little hair roll at the end of this. And you're good to go. I hope this helped you a little bit. This is my first video. I know that there wasn't any videos about this, so I thought I'd give you some tips on how I take care of my hair. Good luck!